Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Spiritual Journey podcast. This is episode 86. And as I say every episode, I'm so blessed with this podcast. I get so many messages on a weekly basis, and it's reaching lots of people. And this is a monthly special episode. This is going to be the message for September through the Akashic Records. And if you've listened to any of my previous podcasts, you hear me talk a lot about the records. They have blessed me in so many ways. I was guided to connect with the records by my spiritual mentor, who's no longer in this realm, but she's now one of my guides. And she's the one that pushed me to learn how to read the records. The Akashic Records are a record of everything your soul's been through. Current life, past life, parallel life, everything about you is stored in the records. And I'm a big believer that everybody has the ability to connect with the records. And in some way, if you've channeled a message, listened to meditation, really kind of felt connected to spirit or your guides, I really feel that has come through the records. And I started this podcast based on a message that I got that my voice is my gift and I should use that voice. So I started this podcast and haven't looked back. So I love the records, the mentorship program that I channeled with Stacey, who's normally a co-host on this podcast, was channeled through the records too. So much has happened to me based on my experience with the records. And one of the things that I don't talk about much on the podcast is we also do Akashic record training. We love guiding people to connect with the records. If there's something that resonates with you and it resonates at a heart level, so when I say Akashic Records, if that touches you at a heart level in some kind of way and you want to learn, then reach out to us. What we do is we connect you with the records over 3 sessions. Session 1 is you get a reading, you get to experience what it's like to get a reading. Session 2 is we hold your space, we facilitate while you open your own records. So you get to feel like what it's what, and you get to practice open your own records. And then the 3rd session is you open either mine or Stacey's records, and you get to experience what it's like to receive. And all 3 are very different. When you receive a reading, you're in receive mode, and basically you get the message that you're ready to receive, that your soul family want to share with you. When you open your own records, it is a journey because you start to feel your guides at a deeper level. And then you can try different things. You can open the records in the morning and just see how the day goes. You can open the records and ask a specific question. You can even open the records before you go to sleep and see what happens in your dreams. It's a beautiful process. And opening someone else's records, again, you get to connect to their guides. You get to connect to their energy, and it's a different experience. So I love connecting people with the records. I don't really believe we train anyone. I believe we guide people to an ability they already have. So as a promotion on this podcast, what we're going to do is, I've agreed with Stacey, is we're going to give a discount to the first 3 people who reach out and want to get Akashic record training. So if it's a calling for you and it's a soul level, it's a heart level calling, then reach out. Would love to guide you, and never done it before, but we're going to give a discount on Akashic training. So this episode in particular, I do once a month. Normally I post it on the 1st of the month, and I record it normally the day before or a couple of days before. But this one I wanted to wait, and so I apologize, it's a few days late, but I'm actually in Sedona. I got into Sedona, which is in Arizona in the US, just today. I got here a few hours ago, and for me, this is a super spiritual place. I mentioned my mentor, Sidra Jeffrey, earlier. I did my last full soul spa with Sidra in Sedona. So I got the pleasure and the benefit and the blessing to travel within so many different locations. So I just felt Sedona has been calling me for a while, and I thought, you know what, why not come and spend a week here? I was already in the US doing some other stuff. So I'm taking a week out and just taking in the energy of Sedona and experiencing it. Has magical vortexes. It has such a magical energy. So I thought, you know what, why not open the records and share the September message through the records? So I wanted to see what came through. And so basically the process I'm going to do is I'm going to say a prayer, the same prayer that we use to open your records, but I'm going to open it for the collective, and then I'm going to channel the message. Whatever comes through, I'll share through. And I never know what's going to come through. So let's begin. I will do a quick cleanse. I'm not going to do a full meditation. I'm just going to do a quick cleanse of our energy. I always like to cleanse our energy before we go into the records, and then I'll say an opening prayer, and then I'll channel whatever comes through. So if you're not driving, then please do sit in a relaxed space and just receive. Because as I open the records, you may actually receive your own messages. Because basically, I'm going to open it for the collective. So if you can, sit in a quiet place and close your eyes. If you're driving, obviously concentrate. You can choose to listen to this later, and you can connect to the message. Or you know what you could do is just listen to the message that comes through, but obviously concentrate on the road. But if you can, please close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a breath out. Take another really deep breath in and a breath out. And just imagine you're in a beautiful space surrounded by white light. A space of nothingness and a space of everything. Feel your vibration, feel your energy. Just take a moment to feel the energy and the vibration around you. Feel that white light that surrounds you. Enter into your body through your crown. Feel it like it's a wave of relaxation. Starting at the top of your head, your crown, going to your third eye, your throat, your heart, your stomach, solar sacral base, your legs, your feet, your toes, your arms, your hands, your fingers. Feel every part of your body just being flooded with this beautiful white light. Feel like you're floating. Feel your connection to you at so much at a deeper level. Allow that light to extend outside of your body and cleanse your aura. Take this time to truly feel the power of who you are. Know that you are needed and you are loved. Just feel how held you are by the universe at this time. From this space, we're now ready to open the collective records. We gather together in light, we gather together in love, we gather together in the message from above. Through the Akashic Records, we understand our greatness. Through the Akashic Records, we understand our wisdom. Through the Akashic Records, we understand what's there. This prayer will help us deliver us that. I wish to know myself and all the listeners of this podcast in the light of the Akashic Records. Help me to see myself and all the listeners in this podcast through the light of the Akashic Records. I wish to know myself and all the listeners of this podcast in the light of the Akashic Records. Bring me to feel myself and all the listeners of this podcast through the light of the Akashic Records. I wish to know myself and all the listeners of the podcast in the light of the Akashic Records. Help me to see myself and all the listeners of this podcast through the light of the Akashic Records. Bring me to feel myself through the light of the Akashic Records. And allow everybody that's listening to this podcast to truly, truly feel the love of the Akashic Records around them. Feel the love of the guides at such a deeper level. Allow them to be open to receive their own messages. I invite all of your guides, everyone that's listening, your guides, any ascended masters, any archangels, any high-level beings. I ask them all to form a circle around us, to surround us with a bubble of love. Help them to guide. I invite Archangel Michael, Metatron, Raphael, Gabriel, Sandalphon. I invite Mother Mary, Jesus, Krishna, Ganesh, Isis, and any other high-level being that wants to support us as we share this September message. I honor you all with love and compassion. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being open to this message. As we said earlier, we've opened the records. So just take this moment to feel the energy around you. Take this moment to know how loved you are. This is very much a connection and a continuation of the August message. The energy and the vibration is changing. This year has been super intense and it's meant to be. You should know there's a lot of planetary activity happening right now. You're all being pushed to clear all your ancestral and personal karma, which means that anything that's coming up is meant to come up. So allow yourself to go through this period with as much grace, ease and grace as possible. The less expectations you can have, the more that you can connect and feel the joy in you and the power in you on a moment by moment basis, the easier it's going to be. The things that are coming are in many ways so much bigger and different than you ever could expect. And everything you've been going through is preparing you for what's coming. So be open to magic, be open to a different way of being. Again, we repeat like we did last time. For many of you are holding on to people and things that don't serve you. This is not that time. This is that time where, in many ways, the universe is and your guides are clearing a path for you to only allow loving relationships that stretch you, that expand you. Know that if you as you raise your vibration, it's not your job to raise other people's vibration. You either inspire people to raise their vibration and they stay in your energy, your vibration, or you don't. That's not you. It's not on you. That's them. It's their journey. And if you try and hold on to them, what you end up doing is you end up lowering your vibration. And you're here to do big things. You've been through a massive period of change. In many ways, you've been through a rebirth. There's a new version of you that you're getting to know. So take time to get to know this new version of you. Fall in love with this new version of you. Have as little expectations as possible. Feel yourself and that you are going through rebirth, which means you're in many ways a different person. You've been upgraded. You all have gifts. So take time to connect with yours. And a great way to start is to connect using your empathic abilities. Just connect with your own vibration. Connect with others' vibration and feel what you feel. Your soul has worked so many lifetimes for the gifts, and they're being activated. You're being upgraded to a whole different level. Spend more time in silence, more time in nature. Truly just be. You are closing many, many cycles, as we've said before. But the energy you're going into is all about standing in your power. And what does that mean to you? What does standing in your power, shining your light, truly, truly, truly mean to you? You always have to remember you're a soul having a human experience, which means that everything you're going through is something your soul needed to expand and to experience in this lifetime. Please know there is still much to come. Please know there's a period where you need to start shining your light. You need to start really consider how you're going to serve. What are you going to do on this planet? You are needed. You are wanted. You are definitely needed on this planet. Your soul chose to be here at this time. You can feel the planet going through ascension. You can feel so much change around you. Just take a moment now and just feel the power around you. Feel the vibration around you changing. For many of you, you feel uncomfortable. You know something different is coming. Maybe you're impatient because you want it now. Maybe you feel like you're in a holding pattern, just waiting for something big to come along. But here's the thing. Some of you are waiting for this big epiphany, this big flash in the sky. And sometimes the little upgrades, the little things, they push you, end up being the big thing. So really challenge yourself on a day-to-day basis and ask, what can I do today to lift my spirit? What can I do today that's going to truly lift my soul? What am I here to do? How am I going to shine my light? Many of you are waiting for your purpose and you want it to be so clear, so direct, and so maybe your purpose isn't clear because you're meant to do many things. So just start with one thing. And as you sit here, listen to this podcast, receive what that one thing is. Right now, ask yourself the question, what's the one thing I need to be focused on right now, today? And the first thing that comes into your mind, do that. Take simple steps. Focus on this moment. From a human perspective, sometimes we have the illusion of control. We sometimes think we're in control of this life. And for sure, yes, we do have free will. But this is a period where you're being nudged by your guides. You're being pushed to clear the ancestral karma. You've been pushed to truly, truly move out your own way. And just let the magic of the universe, your guides, take over. That doesn't mean you don't do anything. That means that you still do the self-care routine. You still do things that lift your soul. You still do the physical exercise, the mirror work, the journaling. You still show up in every single way. But you manage your expectations. You just be open to magic. Be open to new opportunities coming up. And with these opportunities, when they come up, you know whether they're right or not. You'll feel it in your heart. More of you are getting more and more nudges. You're receiving more than you ever have done before. So as these opportunities come up, not all of them are meant to be taken. So don't think everything that happens in this phase is meant to be taken up. No. Trust in your instinct. This is a trustful, a leap of faith, but you have to trust your instincts. And if you feel fear, you'll feel it. If you feel it energetically. And fear is not not the right thing to say no to an opportunity. Listen to your heart. And if it says take a leap, then take a leap with both feet. For many of you are going through challenging times. You're being pushed like you've never been pushed before. For many of you thinking, I've worked so hard, I've done so much, surely I deserve something. I deserve to be happy. I deserve. In many ways you do. As a soul, you work so hard. But here's the thing, you don't always get what you want. You get what you're supposed to have. You get what you need. And what if what you end up with is so much bigger than what you could have ever manifested? Because sometimes we have so much programming that we think we should follow a certain path. But we're in a period where we're breaking the mold, which means for many of you, you're doing something that's never been done before, something you've certainly never done before. So it means that your programming isn't going to help you. In fact, in many ways, your program is going to hold you back, which means everything you've learned in many ways may not help you in this next phase. But your heart and your soul and your instincts will help you at this phase. Which is why just being and spending time in silence, spending time with you, connecting with your guides, praying, meditating, journaling is really important at this time. For many of you, your friend circle's gone smaller and you wonder why. Well, hold on. Surely I deserve more love in my life. But in many ways, we had to clear your path. Remember that God sometimes hears the conversations that people have about you behind your back and removes those people that are not serving you. There's a new version of you, and many people around you do not know this new version. You don't know this new version. So the reason why I encourage you to spend time with you is you have to get to know this new you. Don't assume he or she's the same. Feel the power, feel the upgrade. Allow him or her to blossom into the butterfly, the phoenix out of the ashes that you truly are. As you close your eyes, if you can in this moment, just feel your magnificent aura. Feel your magnificent higher self. Feel you standing tall in your power and know that you are meant to be here. You're needed. And really ask yourself, everything you've been going through, what are you holding on to? What is the healing that still needs to be done? We ask your guides to transmit a clear message on what healing needs to be done for you. Be open to letting it go. We watch you and we wonder, why are you holding on to this pain? Why are you holding on to this trauma? In what way is it serving you? We're here to tell you it's not. This is your time to stand in your power. This is your time to fall in love with you. Know this period of so much planetary activity has been planned. Everything that's happened over the last few years, even with lockdown and COVID, was all about you releasing and healing to allow this rebirth. Everything has been in preparation for this time. The planets in retrograde just for the karmic cycles to come to a close, for things that you may have been holding on to for many lifetimes. For some of you have fear of your gifts because of things that you did with your gifts in the past life. You dealt with the karma from that life. Your guides, your soul picked your guides to help and guide you in this lifetime. You're needed, your gifts are needed. Truly, truly connect with them. And remember, they're like a muscle. You have to use them. This really is a time where you need to merge worlds. You need to speak your truth. Stop hiding in the shadows. Whatever worlds you have, whatever career is, whatever healing you do, you need to be authentic. You need to merge all those worlds and truly be the same wherever platform you're on, whichever role you're playing. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So I ask you in this time, are you speaking your truth? Are you being authentic? Or are you being somebody that you're not to make somebody else happy? Knowing this period, you'll be pushed to truly be you. And as people get to know and see and feel the real you, there will be some people that don't like it. That's not on you. We remind you what other people think of you is none of your business. Which means that you need to focus on you. You need to merge worlds. You need to be authentic to who you truly are at a soul level. The human programming you've been holding on to, it's time to let it go. It's time to speak your truth in all platforms, in all versions of you. People need to see the real you. The right people will fall in love with the real you. But again, that's not on you. But if you love yourself, if you fall in love with yourself, you'll attract love. And the period that you're in right now, it is a rebirth. It is a rebuild. There are people waiting to come into your life to serve, to help you, to guide you, for you to guide. Be open to them coming in. But you have to create space for them. You have to raise your vibration so they can come in. And you have to let go of the things that don't serve. So you create space. Nature abhors a vacuum, so create the vacuum. That doesn't mean cut all relationships off. It means really ask which ones are serving you. And for some of you, this may mean difficult decisions. But are they really difficult? Are you truly happy? What are you holding on to that isn't serving you? This period was planned. It was planned for you to clear all ancestral and personal karma. So this is your opportunity. We remind you everything that is around you, everything that you have for today, you've manifested. So if you're not happy, then that's on you. This may be a difficult message, but think of the power, feel the power of that. It means that you have the power to change your environment. It means that you can truly start healing yourself from inside. And as you do that, as you fall in love with you, your external world will start to change. Because everything in your external world is a result of something in your internal world. So if you're getting frustrated with somebody else, if somebody in your life is somehow taking over, then understand you're letting them. You're giving your power away in that situation. And yes, you could have a soul contract for that person to do that. But how long do you want to stay in that situation? In many ways, for the human cycle, sometimes pain is inevitable. But always remember that suffering is an option. And sometimes we make this sound really easy, and every situation is different. But know that you are being guided. You are very much loved by the universe. This is a time to truly listen to you. Feel the power of you. Be open to receiving more messages as you open the records. This really is a period of expansion. Venus retrograde, which is just completed, was really all about challenging relationships, really guiding you to help you to understand what's happening with your relationships. And understand a lot of those relationships were not just about this lifetime. They're about completing soul contracts. So there was a much deeper meaning to it. Which means if you felt the roller coaster of the last months, years, it's because you're clearing many lifetimes of karma. Not just your own, but also ancestral. And in many ways, you're being prepared for what's coming. But yours is not to worry about what's coming. Yours is to worry about this moment. Not worry about it, but embrace it. Feel it. Allow yourself to feel the magic and the power of who you really are. As we go silent for a moment, just allow yourself to feel the magic of who you are. Take time to truly feel the love around you. Feel the warmth hug of your guides as they all are around you and love you so very much. Just going to go quiet just for a few seconds and just allow yourself to feel it. We love you. Please take that in. We ask your guides, your soul family, to magnify the message they're sending you right now. We ask them to send much clearer messages. We ask you to be open to receive them. This is a period of expansion, as we said. The heaviness of the year so far will continue, but this energy, this vibration is different. Feel it being different. Ride the wave. September is such a pivotal month for you to rebuild you, for you to shine your light so powerfully. But remember to shine it on you first. Remember to become the highest, best version of yourself so you can be there for you and sure you can help and guide others. But be the shining example of the best version of you. And how do you do that? Is by truly focusing on this moment, doing the healing, receiving the messages, taking action. And what we mean by taking action is just take action on the message you receive. And if you spend time in silence in nature, you receive more messages. From a human perspective, some of you love planning. You love knowing what's coming in a structured way. That's not this period. So for some of you will struggle with that paradigm if you choose to. But listen to the words you choose to. So in many ways, if you had training, if you had always aware and you were always a planner, then this is a period and a time to change. And truly embrace this period, embrace this new version of you. Fall in love with him or her. As we open the records again, be open to receiving additional messages over the next few days. If you need to rest, rest. We encourage you to drink more water. We encourage you to do the self-care that's really important at this time. And we also encourage you multiple times a day just to close your eyes and feel the love around you. You are very much loved. We truly wish you felt that love during this session. Remember always, whatever the question, the answer is always, always love. We love you. Please feel our presence. Please know that this is a period. It's a phase and you will get through it. And we remind you, pain is in many ways inevitable. Suffering is optional. There's power in that statement. And sometimes we make it sound really simple. But once you make the choices in your highest, you will feel the liberation. You will feel the power. You know, like you know what you've got to do. And it is scary. We know that. It is a trustful. And we keep asking you to take that trustful, and you keep doing it. You keep serving. You keep showing up. Keep going. You're closer than you think. What are you closer for? No, this is not about the journey. This is about this moment. What if the journey doesn't exist? What if it's all about just this moment, moment by moment? So many of you want to know what the future holds. Just slow down and appreciate this moment. Feel the power of this moment. We thank you for being here. We thank you for receiving this message. We are sending you so much love. Please be open to feel the magic of that love. This message is complete. I give gratitude to myself and all the listeners of this podcast for entering the records. I give gratitude to the Miracle for Light in the Way. I give gratitude to the Space for the Comfort and Love. I give gratitude to myself and all the listeners of this podcast, higher self, for leading us here, for guiding us here. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. Just give yourself time and a moment to come back. And if you have drinking water with you, please drink it. Thank you for truly, truly being here for that message. I never know what's going to come through. And it really does feel like a powerful time. It feels like a time where we've got to stand in our power. We've got to truly let go of as much as possible and feel the magic around us, feel the magic inside us. So I hope you truly received the love from that message. And let me know if you have any feedback. I always love receiving the feedback. If it resonated, let me know. And yeah, if anybody's interested in reading, me and Stacey do a unique experience where you get a reading from a divine feminine, divine masculine. Please let us know. As I mentioned at the beginning, if you want training or if you want to learn how to read your own records, then we love doing that. There's something that we thrive on it. And I've seen it change so many lives. And I feel so blessed. So for the first 3 people that reach out for the training, we're going to offer a discounted price. DM me, DM Stacey, send me an email, whatever's easiest. You'll get the comments you get the links in the show notes. The other thing, actually, just to mention, is me and Stacey do a free Zoom call every month. It's free. It's for 90 minutes. We open the group Akashic Records for anyone that's there. We'll do a group reading. We always do some healing. We always have like an open dialogue. It's great just to connect with people. I love doing it. It's just our way of giving back. The next one is on Wednesday, the 13th of September. It's at 5 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. UK, 2 p.m. PST. I'll also include the link to register for that Zoom in the show notes. Obviously, if you listen to this podcast after that, then watch out for next month's Zoom call. We offer so many ways to connect. I just feel so blessed with this journey. The other thing, obviously, follow us on social media. I try and post reels on a daily basis. I'm sure I'm going to post in reels while I'm in Sedona. Allow yourself to feel the vibration. I love it here. The vibration is so healing. Maybe you can feel the healing through my energy and my vibration. I'm sending you all so much love. Thank you for your support. feel very, very blessed with this space. Thank you all, sending you so much love and light, and bye for now.